Now, just to introduce you to our group here today at the zoo, is led by our dominant male, Kababu, who is sitting right up the back there, just in front of the waterfall, munching away on some lettuce. I'm sure you can see him. Now, Kababu is 26 years of age.
He feels threatened by anyone or anything. He will put on a display that involves standing on his legs, charging, beating his chest and throwing vegetation. And I'm sure you can imagine just how frightening it would be to have an animal that weighs over 200 kilos charging and throwing things at you. Now, he shares this exhibit with adult or breeding females. We have recently had 2 new additions to this group. Now, as I said, they are Western lowland gorillas. Western lowland gorillas are one of 3 races or subspecies of gorilla. The other 2 subspecies is the slightly larger eastern lowland gorilla and the longer-haired mountain gorilla. Now, most of you are probably more familiar with the mountain gorilla than the other 2 subspecies because of movies such as Gorillas in the Mist and the work of Diane Fossey. Diane Fossey's work centred only on the mountain gorilla. All 3 subspecies of gorilla, though, are found in Central and West Africa, and they are all considered critically endangered.
Now, this group that you see here today actually came to us around about 7 years ago now, and they came to us from a primate park over in Holland called Appenhall. And they came to us as a family unit, and they're now part of an international breeding program here at Taronga Zoo. We call these individuals blackbacks, and these blackbacks, they may join up with some other young males around the same age as well, and they'll form what we call bachelor groups. Now, in these bachelor group of males, that the young blackbacks will get all the skills and experience necessary to become a great silverback leader.
Now, if any of you are fortunate enough to come across a group of gorillas in the wild, you'll find their social structure is very similar to this group if you're here today. It'll always be led by a silverback male. They'll have several females to breed with, and again, their male and female offspring. Now, in the wild, male gorillas will leave the group and they doesn't occur within the population in the wild. Now, female gorillas will also leave the group. Sometimes they don't, but more often than not they do. And they'll leave the group slightly younger at about 8 to 10 years of age. And they will start breeding in about their early to mid-teens. And the female will actually nurse or suckle the baby until the baby's about 4 years of age. Now, this is quite a long time, but as far as the female or the mothers are concerned, the longer that they can spend nursing and rearing that infant, the better chance of survival it will have, as it should be stronger. Now, with our 2 babies here at the moment, we are seeing them develop and grow quite quickly. They very rarely leave mum, though. Our little female, who is slightly older than our little male, as I said, she was born in February. Now, realistically, the lives of the gorillas in the wild are spent peacefully foraging for food, playing and interacting with one another and sleeping. And here at the zoo, we like to mimic this natural behaviour pattern as closely as possible. Now, sadly, all 3 subspecies of gorillas are becoming under increasing threat in the wild due to habitat destruction and poaching. Unbelievably, about 30,000 tonnes of bushmeat are removed from the rainforest of Africa every year. And there is something you and I can do to try to slow this down a little bit. What we ask you all to do is when you're buying any timber products from countries such as Africa and Asia, if we can reduce the amount of logging that occurs in countries such as Africa, it'll give the forest a chance to grow up, and this makes it more difficult for the hunters to get in and be able to kill animals such as the gorilla. With any luck, if we can slow this rate of consumption down, they'll be here for a few more generations.